What is going on, New York Giants fans? Back at it here with another film review for Week 14. Really excited to go over some of the highlight plays in this game against the Philadelphia Eagles because there were a few really good plays made by the Giants in this game, despite the outcome. But first, before I dive into that, make sure to check us out, as always, on our social media if you're tuning in for the first time. At Big Blue Avenue on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Big Blue Avenue. And of course, shameless plug for our proud sponsor, BetUS. You can sign up with our promo code below at Join125. Get a 125% sign-up bonus where you can bet on the go, anywhere, anytime. That's BetUS, America's #1 favorite sports book, and that's where the game begins if you like your sports betting. So, getting into our Week 14 film review, there's 4 plays I'm going to go over. 1 defense, 1 special teams, and 2 offense. Yes, we're throwing special teams in there this week. Obviously, it was an ugly game for the Giants. Their ugliest of the season against the hated rivals 90 miles south down the Jersey Turnpike in the Philadelphia Eagles. But here in this stage of the game, it's the first half. The Giants are down 21-0. The Eagles are faced with a 3rd and 5, and Azeez Ojulari comes up with a clutch sack that winds up leading to a 4th and long. And let's take a look at it real speed, and then we'll break it down. All right, so a couple things on this play. So, as you can see, the Giants, they have 2 down linemen here, Dexter, and then this is Ryder Anderson, who wound up getting his first career sack in this game. Oh, and I'm sorry, there's Tibbs on the edge over there. Azeez is here, Love, and then Micah McFadden is over here, Jaydon Smith, the Mike linebacker. So, yeah, let's take a look at Azeez. So, Lane Johnson has to come out and grab this extra blitzer. So he's charging at Isaac Samalu. Now, Kayvon Thibodeau does a really good job, draws a holding penalty here on Jordan Mailata that wasn't called. As you can see, look at him go. He beats Mailata, who is definitely a top 10 left tackle in the National Football League. And now this allows Azeez extra time to blow by Samalu and bring down Hurts for the sack. And actually, Thibodeau did draw the penalty there at the end, but my mind is stuck on all those pressures he had that weren't called on Thanksgiving. But a nice sack there by Azeez Ojulari, product of Kayvon Thibodeau's pressure. Nicely done. Now, the next clip we're going to go over is actually the next play. It is the blocked punt by Elerson Smith. So let's take a look real time, and then we'll chop it up. And by the way, great heads-up play by the punter. If the Giants recover that ball and score it for a touchdown, that can completely swing the momentum of this game. So, as you can see here, Giants have a full-on rush coming towards Siposs. This is not a cover punt by any means. Elerson Smith is lined up towards the middle. Now, keep in mind, Elerson Smith is 6'7" tall. He's a really flexible guy. Tamon Fox is lined up right next to him. He has a really good vertical and wingspan, and he shows it right here. So immediately he gets a good jump. He's ahead of anybody here. The Eagles are trying to fend off this rush, and since the Giants bring the extra pressure with Marcus Johnson and then Darnay Holmes, what it allows to do is it makes the A gap here a little more clear for Elerson Smith, where this up man can just try to chip him here, but it's not enough. So Cam Brown draws 2 guys, right? So Cam Brown is right here, number 47. 2 guys are on him. Tamon Fox, they're struggling against him as well, which allows Elerson Smith to get this push straight up the middle, the direction where Siposs is punting the football. And since all 3 of these guys are getting a good rush, you can see the line of scrimmage has been reestablished about 3 to 4 yards back from where it originally was here on this blue line. Siposs can't really direct this punt in a precise angle, which allows it to be blocked. Now, here you see Marcus Johnson's coming on strong, misses a tackle on the punter, which is unacceptable, but Siposs almost got the first down. A disastrous play for the Eagles, almost turned into a diamond in the rough for them, but a great athletic play by Elerson Smith. Next up, so this is a couple plays later. The Giants get the ball in the red zone. I believe it's 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And Daniel Jones, it looks like this play is going to be blown dead where he has to throw the football away. But he delivers a nice strike here, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so Giants have a 2 tight end set here with Bellinger and Myrick, and Saquon is the back, and then you have Hodgins, who's in motion, and then Slayton. So there's not many options for the Giants. Now, you see the Eagles. They have a three down lineman with 2 rushers. This is Josh Sweat. This is Hassan Reddick. So the Eagles are really good at pressuring quarterbacks, in particular NFC East quarterbacks. So, again, the play action by Saquon fools nobody. So Jones is flat-footed, and right now the first option is Daniel Bellinger. But number 22, I believe that's Marcus Epps, does a really good job tracking him down so Jones can't deliver that football to him. Now, at this point, Jones still has some real estate in front of him. He can take off if he decides now. He may not score, but he might get inside the 1-yard line if he does. Now, at this point, he didn't take off, so now he's in a world of trouble here. Number 74 needs to close in on him sooner. He's still trying to play coverage back here and make Jones throw the football away. But what he doesn't realize is that the receivers are still coming back to the football. So 74 should have rushed on this play at Daniel Jones, which he didn't do, to make his decision a little quicker. Jones does an excellent job extending the play, a play that I thought was going to be thrown away. You see Hodgins here at the beautiful catch against Darius Slay for a Giants touchdown. And again, poor job by the Eagles defending that play. The Eagles did get good pressure on Jones all game. There was a couple plays where Slayton beat Bradbury, and he was wide open, but Jones didn't have time to see him due to the lack of pass protection. Now, one time he did hit Darius Slayton, though, will be on this last play that we're about to show. I believe this was a 37-yard catch, 36, 37 for Slayton here, 2nd and 8. We'll let it roll through. Again, this is nicely done. So, again, no extra protection this time. 5 down linemen, Bellinger, the 1 receiver to Jones's right. And here you have Slayton, Richie James, and Isaiah Hodgins with Gary Brightwell, the back in the backfield. The Eagles have 3 down linemen. I believe this is Reddick over here once again. Again, watch what happens here. So Andrew Thomas does a good job against Brandon Graham, who's trying to do a little wraparound on him. He can't fully get there. But unfortunately, Evan Neal lets Hassan Reddick by. Now, as much as we torched Mark Lewinsky and John Feliciano this week, the fact that Lewinsky is able to keep his man flat-footed here and not allow a rush. So Neal whiffs, but Lewinsky doesn't. So thanks to Glowinski's good block on this play, Jones steps up in the pocket because I'm thinking the most Jones could do at this point is elude Reddick and then dump it off to Brightwell, who's pictured out of the screen at the moment, or Daniel Bellinger, who's sitting right there on a little 3-yard hitch route. Now, what Jones does instead? Nope. Defense bites on Bellinger. Let's take a shot at Darius Slayton. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I think Daniel Jones has shown illustrious signs of improvement in year number 4 and deserves to be the starting quarterback next year for the New York Football Giants. So that's going to wrap up the Week 14 film room here at Big Blue Avenue. I hope you all enjoyed the plays that we went over. We have a very important game on Sunday night coming up against the Washington Commanders. I'm very excited. The Giants are 7-5-1. So are they. Excited to break down some film for that game next week. Remember, tune into our live stream Thursday night, December 15th at 7 p.m., where we will preview the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Without further ado, let's go Big Blue.